Welcome back to a new episode of Mastering Programming. In today's episode, I'll show you how you can create this program that allows us to move files or folders from one source to the destination. This works very simply. It will ask the user whether they want to move it or copy it, and it will then ask the user to put the source and the destination, and it will actually run it and move it from that folder to their other folder. If this is something that you want to learn, please stick by, and I can guarantee you that it will be taught to you in the simplest way ever. Let's get started. Welcome back, guys. So the first thing I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna go to my main directory here and I'm gonna create two files. I'm gonna create this file, I'm gonna call it source, if it lets me change it. So I'll be renaming it to source, and then I'll create another folder, and this one's going to be this for destination. I'm gonna open both of them just like this, and I'll create that one as well. There we go. And basically the idea here is that we want to move a file from this folder to this folder. So that's all we want to do in this tutorial. And this can be an image, it can be a text file, whatever it is. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to be taking one of them. So let's just say the seating chart. And I'm going to be moving it from the source to my destination. So in this tutorial, we'll teach you how to actually move it from one area to the other, or how to copy it from from the source to the destination. So let's get started. Now, before all the fancy stuff and creating how we can actually ask the user for what they want and so on, I'm just going to show you how you can move and copy, starting with how to copy. So to do this, just for now, what we need to do is import a module, and that module is going to be called shuttle, just like this, and you can see that it auto-completes. We're going to move forward, and we're going to identify our source. So that's where we actually want, where we originally have the item, and then we're going to identify the destination where we want to copy the item to. So now we're doing copying. So I can probably do this, copying. So let's go ahead and identify our source, and my source is going to be equal to where the source of this folder. So to get it, all I'm going to do is I'll just go over here, right click, get info. And for those of you who don't know, this is how you copy the source. You just highlight this, you go over here, and we are going to paste it just like this. And then I'm also going to be putting source. So I'm moving source. That's basically my source. After that, we want to identify our destination. So I'm just going to say dist for destination. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. Actually, I know it's going to be exactly the same. Dash dist, or what was it called? It needs to be exactly the same. So in that case, dist, capital. So I'm going to be dist. Awesome. So now we actually needed the seating chart as well. So let's actually, this is the full source now. Sorry. So I'm just gonna copy it, all of it, like this. We'll come here, and this is our resource. And seating chart. So it needs to be exactly the same. Seating chart, and it's a GPG file. There we go. And we only want to copy it into here. Awesome. So now let's keep moving forward. Now that we've got that sorted out, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say this is equal to, and then I'll say shuttle dot. You can see here that we've got all of this that we can use. I'm just going to use copy. Inside of here, I'm going to be putting my source, and then I'll be passing my dist for destination. So now, once I run this program, shuttle is going to copy it from the source to the destination. So let's go ahead and actually run this and see if we're going to get any issues. Would like to access desktop folder. Okay. Okay. And now if you go here, you can see that it actually was copied from the source file to the destination file. So that's how easy it is to actually do this. Now let's go ahead and delete it. And this time I want to move it from this folder to this folder. So it's going to be moving from here to there, meaning it will be here and no longer under the source folder. To do this, I'm going to go over here. And the only difference is I'm just going to change this from copy to move. And now if I run this, you can see that it did move from the source to the destination. So it wasn't copied, it was moved. So this is how you actually copy and move from the source to the destination. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating a little program that actually asks the user whether they want to copy it or paste it, whether they want to copy it or move it. So let's go ahead and put this back over here. Okay, so just before we start coding, let's think about it for a second. What we want to do is that we want this program to ask the user whether they would like to copy or move the file. Based on the choice, we're going to ask them to provide us with a source and a destination, and then actually once they click enter, they will be able to move that file from one area to one area. So let's get started by actually asking the user what they would like to do, whether they would like to move or copy. So to do this, we're simply going to come over here and we're going to say user choice is equal to input, and we're going to say would you like to move, and then here we'll put M or copy, and here C. In fact, let's make it lowercase m and C. So if they click on M, that means they just want to move it. If they click on C, it means they want to copy it. So then we're going to go over here and we're going to say if, and we're going to say if user choice is equal to M, that means they want to move it. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to be copying this and pasting it over here. And then I'll say if user choice is equal to C, then again we'll put it like this. Instead here it will be copy and not move. So now we actually want to ask for the source and the destination. So before we actually ask this question, I think we can come over here and we can say source, and I'll say input, enter your source, and for this I'll say input, enter your dist. Now I'm actually gonna leave my source at the top here, just because I'm not gonna change it. This is just so I can show you that we can actually do this by asking. There we go. Awesome. So let's go ahead and actually run this and see if it will work or not. So enter your source. I'm basically gonna go over here and I'm going to copy my source and I'm going to save it and click enter. Enter your dist. I'm gonna again copy this and paste it over here. Now it's asking me, would you like to move or copy? Let's go ahead and start by move. So I'm going to put little m, and now let's go ahead and see, did it move? Yes, it did. So it did go to the destination and it's no longer in our source. Awesome. So let's put this back. And what I'm going to do now is let's go ahead and see if it would copy it as well. So enter your source. Let's go ahead and copy our source. Enter your destination. I'm again going to copy my destination and paste it just over here. Oh, that will stuff it up. So let's do let's do this again because I accidentally didn't paste it. So let's go ahead. So source, copying my source and putting it over here. Enter your destination. I'm going to copy this and place it inside. Now, would you like to move or copy? This time, let's go ahead with copy. So I'll put C, enter. Let's go ahead and see it. We successfully did copy it from our source folder to our destination folder. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this episode, and I hope to see you in the next episode.